No, I've been thugging for a long time. I don't know what to say. No, I've been bugging all along. No, I'm trying to get the play. No, I've been feeling all along. Now you see it in my face. I pray they never kiss my dome. I kiss my criminal daddy thing.
Welcome, everybody. We're here coming to you from our Sandoval Landscaping Studios in Mesquite, Texas. And unfortunately for us, it's been a wet week all week.
Yeah, it's been a wet, gloomy week, but
Very
we're dealing
gloomy.
with it. And
Very gloomy, very wet. Raining every day, it seems like.
Got rain today. It's like, when is this rain going to end?
I don't know. That's a good question, but it just makes me think of like rainy songs. How many songs do you know that start or have the word rain in it?
Good question. You want to compete with me in this?
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do good stuff first. Come on.
Song for song?
Song for song. Let's go.
I'll start with Purple Rain.
Purple. Ooh, that's the one I had on my mind. Purple Rain. How about Blame It on the Rain?
Blame It on the Rain.
Blame It on
That's
the Rain.
a good
That's a
one.
famous Milli Vanilli song.
It is. Rain, Rain, Go Away.
Rain, go away. How about Rain on Me?
Oh, good
That's
one.
a good one. That's an old school.
Oh, here's
one
one of
for
your
you.
favorites.
My favorite?
It's Raining Men. Yeah, I knew you like that.
Is that a song?
It
is
is.
the title of the song?
It's Raining Men. Hallelujah.
You cannot forget about, we just got through with the holiday season. You can't forget about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Rain. It's got rain in it, right? That counts. That counts.
Stole one from you on that.
I did. I had to get you.
And
he stole it. Yes, sir. So you know who the winner is. Your boy Jackpot Jobby. Again, it's your boy Jackpot Jobby.
I think it was a tie, but
with my co-host,
I'll let you take that one. That's fine.
Daryl
That's fine.
in the house, and we're here to give you guys just some gold today, hopefully, so we can do that.
And before we go to goals, if you guys want to chime in on any rain songs that you know, feel free to leave your comments.
Yes, leave us a comment. That's how we're going to give our giveaways
Yeah.
and the things that we got.
Whoever comes up with the most rain songs.
Or the best rain songs.
Or the best rain songs.
Rain Man, that was a good one.
You
almost caught me on that. That was a good one there. Yeah, so make sure you guys comment, click the like, share, subscribe button. That help us out. We're getting this thing going. We're going international, like I said, mentioned in last week's podcast. And now we got.
I think we're up to double-digit subscribers for sure.
Triple. I think we're triple digits now.
Maybe views, but not subscribers.
Oh, maybe you're right. I mean, it's somewhere
Either
way, yeah.
The numbers are rising steadily.
Yes.
We're definitely proud of that.
Absolutely.
Studio is progressively getting more, I would say, advanced and upgraded.
Again, it's like I told
each
you
and every
guys,
week.
the more support we get, the bigger our budget's going to be. And I think every week you guys have seen some improvements in the studio and what we got going on. And this is a testament. Now we got our own podcast mic. So, What up, podcast mic? Shout out to podcast
It's a
mic.
beauty, definitely a beauty. The cobalt blue.
Yes.
The black tip.
I like it. I like it a lot. Yes.
This
is, again, we're making improvements, making adjustments as our viewership and everything continues to grow. So will our budget. So
Shout out to Joel Pye Media for helping with these upgrades.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yes, for sure. This is going great.
Couldn't do it without him.
Heck no, we couldn't do it. So let's get it rolling today.
Okay.
G. We're gonna talk about
what you got for me.
Let me give you guys a good landscape tip of the day. Again, just staying on the rain theme and how wet it's been and how much rain we've gotten. I think it's important to check your drainage, the drainage at your house and your yards. You want to try to avoid foundation issues, major foundation issues down the road, and this will definitely help with that.
Definitely been one of the hot topics of this week. A lot of our calls that came in this week were related to.
Yeah, drainage related.
This is
just holding water, standing water, puddling, that kind of thing.
Right.
Now, I think a good rule of thumb is after a heavy rain, you want to allow anywhere between 24 and 48 hours for the water to get out and let it do what it does typically. So, that's number one. Just because.
Good tip.
Yeah, it's been raining all night. You wake up in the morning, you got a big old puddle.
No need to panic.
No need to panic. Give it a little bit of time. Yeah, I mean, it's 24. Give it a day or so, maybe 2. Now, if you come back after 2 or 3 days, that same puddle's there. Now we got a drainage issue because that water's not getting out like it should be. So, tip number 1: check your lawn grading. Ensure your lawn has a proper slope away from the structures to encourage water drainage. Structures, the house, sheds, that kind of thing. You want to make sure that you have proper slope. That's key. That's very, very key. Away from the house and then down to the street or the alley.
When you say slope, that may be something foreign to most people. What type of a slope? Something drastic or something subtle or Is there a way to kind of gauge the slope?
I mean, a lot of it depends on the terrain,
Okay.
what you guys got, how much distance you have between your houses, your neighbor's house, all that stuff. So it's more or less on a case by case basis. Some people may have a lot of area where they can slope it away from the house to the side. Some people may not have it that much, so they have to create what's called a swell in between the two properties. So you'll have a slope on both sides of the houses and then a swell in the middle. Well, it's important that swell has enough drainage to take it down to the street, so to speak. If you got front entry and then to the alley if you have rear entry. So
okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll post a little bit about slopes and swells on our website.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give our viewers some resources to view in case they are still struggling with what exactly this looks like. Via the podcast.
I think that's good.
So
we'll
post that information for you guys.
We're giving you guys gold here today, and in case you don't know, and just as a quick reminder, log on to the website www.sandovallandscaping.com. That's a great place for your homeowner resource for all your landscape, drainage, irrigation
tips and trips.
All those need tips. I always get tripped up every time I'm trying to say it.
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, I try to stay away from it.
Definitely a tongue twister.
Yes, for sure. So let's move on. Number 2, install French drains. Consider installing French drains to redirect excess water away from problem areas. Now this, I would highly recommend you get a professional, someone that has experience to come in and give you a guide, so to speak, or some a good suggestion, or those kind of things to lead you in the right direction, because French drains can be tricky. Not every yard needs it. You might think you do, but I think a professional can for sure just look at the situation and tell you yes or no, you don't. But so I think that something you wouldn't want to just handle on your own. There's a lot goes into it, and again, I think Daryl made a good point. We can post some stuff on our website so you guys can have some ideas of French drains.
Absolutely.
Wherever possible, try to use permeable materials. Offer permeable surfaces like gravel, permeable pavers in certain areas to aid drainage. So again, those little swells, areas where you have a lot of erosion, that kind of thing. I think it's a good idea to try to use permeable materials.
And for our to put this in layman's terms, permeable. That's a tough word for a lot of our viewers, I would imagine. Can you explain what permeable?
No, I'm a layman myself, so I'm going to have to have somebody let me know what that means. So,
okay, how about this? We'll post the definition of permeable.
Or, you know what, maybe if we have time, Joe can post it down here. Put the word permeable, give you the description of what that is. If he has time, we'll see. I don't know. Joe's been pretty busy.
There we go.
We'll see. Or, you know what? Google. How about that? Just look it up in Google. I'm
those,
pretty sure it has something to do with drainage.
Find a good definition, let us know.
Yeah.
Post it.
Again,
permeable.
Leave it in the comments.
Yeah.
Help us out. Yeah. Permeable. I mean, we know a lot. We can't know everything, guys. So come on, just help us out a little bit. Again, we talked about this last week or in one of the previous episodes. Aerate your lawn. Regularly aerating your lawn to reduce compaction and improve water absorption. That's a key as well. So,
and folks, we may need some help with aerate as well.
Yeah, aeration sticks its rear ugly head up in this podcast again, but it's good. I mean, again, we're not
wordsmiths. We're landscapers, ladies and gentlemen.
For sure. So, and then the final thing is select appropriate plants. Choose plants that thrive in well-drained soil to prevent waterlogging issues. What are those plants? www.sandovallandscaping.com. We're trying to leave you guys those tips and tricks.
Yes.
Yeah, so you guys can have access to that.
Great tips and tricks for this week. Yeah.
So that's
especially with the conditions that we're facing.
Yeah, for sure. That's what we're going to touch on today as far as your tips and trips for the day. So let's talk about what's going on in the world today, Daryl. What's going on today in the world?
Well, I definitely would like to touch back on a subject that we spoke about a couple of weeks ago in our first episode, which is AI.
Was it our first or second episode?
Maybe the second episode. I know we didn't know a lot about it at that particular time. Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't know it, Chat GPT? You couldn't even tell me what that
No, I did. I was just trying to make you feel good. So.
Well, I've since researched it a little bit more, learned a little bit more about its capabilities and what it's being used for. And quite frankly, I think it could be a double-edged sword. I think there's some good that can come out of AI, and I definitely see some negative things that could come out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you consider the Taylor Swift, a little good mixed with bad.
Man,
I mean,
I
definitely
saw that.
for
I saw a lot of posts after the Chiefs win at Buffalo. We'll touch on that a little bit in the sports topic, but yeah, I did see that. I saw the Taylor Swift AI. That's crazy.
Well, I can attest to this. I was not a Taylor Swift fan until I saw some of the recent pics that were released of her.
I mean, I can see why.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm like Team Taylor or Team Swift at this point.
Oh yeah. I mean, again, you got to remember though, is that's not really her. That's AI. So you want to date the AI version of Taylor Swift
again?
Speaking of double-edged swords, too. I mean, people throw that out a lot. Have you ever seen a double-edged sword?
I haven't seen
me neither. I've never seen
a single-edged sword. So.
I've seen a single-edged sword. I've just never seen a double-edged sword before.
Well, we get the gist of it, though.
Some of us do. Some of us may not.
Both sides of that bad boy.
It's all good. Yeah. So watch out for AI.
Yeah, watch out for some of the negative things. Well, again, that's a positive, a double whammy. Yeah. You know, it's something pleasant for the viewing pleasure, for your viewing pleasure. Some of those pics of Taylor Swift kind of blew my mind.
What does viewing mean?
Viewing?
I could have sworn
I used the word Nazi today. Okay, tips and trips.
Yeah, okay. You get tripped up with some viewing. So
yeah,
you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful out there.
I do know we would like to increase our views.
Yeah, for sure. Viewing is important, guys. So yeah, you guys make sure you're viewing us. AI again. It's there. That was something pretty crazy. You know, the thing is, it looks so real.
It does,
right?
It
like
does,
you look at it, and I thought she was out there with the fans in the red paint.
Absolutely.
And
I thought she was with the players in the locker room.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. The pictures that I saw, the AI pictures that I saw, were pretty crazy. They're pretty wild.
The ones I saw
a little provocative. Yeah, a little provocative.
Yeah, a little provocative.
I mean,
so which brings me to the negativity. With being faked out like that and led to believe that those pictures were real photographs of Taylor Swift. You see how that could lead to negativity.
Maybe. I just think, some of the things that, we are in an election year.
Absolutely, we are in an election year.
I've seen in the news that
the deep fakes.
Yeah, AI is going to play a big role in this year's election.
I could definitely see how it could. Yeah.
It sure will. I mean,
we won't know if Trump is campaigning or if AI is campaigning on his behalf.
It could be. I mean, same thing with Biden. We don't know. I mean, is he asleep? Is he?
I think we can tell with Biden. If the campaign is too smart, we know it's not Biden.
That's true.
Yeah.
But again, we're going to stay away from those topics. we're not controversial here.
Yeah, we're not controversial.
We're not. To each his own.
I didn't do Joe Biden.
Yeah. To each his own on that one. I mean, we're good. We're good with whoever's doing whatever because we just try not to let it affect the Kiss My Grass podcast.
Absolutely. But we definitely see how there could be some negativity and some positive out of it.
There always is. You can't keep everybody happy. You can't make everyone happy.
It's going to be a part of our lives moving forward, so let's just use it appropriately.
Yeah. AI. Watch out again. Yeah. I mean, I wish we would have brought something new to the table today, but again, AI is here. Let's move on, D. What about the sports topic, man? What's going on? We're down to the Final Four.
Yes, we are down to the Final Four.
Playoffs. It is in the AFC. You got Buffalo, Kansas. I'm sorry, that was this week's. You got Baltimore, Kansas City.
Well, something was interesting was brought to my attention, which is the Super Bowl logo color.
Yeah. It's pretty determined. I think I told you that.
If that's indicative of anything, I would say it appears as if it's already set and determined.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be a Baltimore, San Francisco Super Bowl.
Yeah, and then in the NFC, you got the upstart Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
They're hot right now. They're on a roll, and they're going to San Francisco to make it to their – I think I saw – I don't even remember the last time they made it to the NFC Championship game. But I know they hadn't won a playoff game. Maybe not.
Yeah,
they had to have something.
They haven't won a playoff game since Barry Sanders was there.
I think the last time the Detroit Lions won a playoff game was 1991. Something like that is what I saw.
Pushing 30, or that is 30 years.
Yeah.
Over 30 years.
That's wild. And maybe this is their first NFC title game appearance. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I mean, I'm not from Detroit, so shout out to Detroit. Eminem, what's up, baby?
It
is what it is.
Long considered the armpit of America.
Yeah, if you look at the logo, like Daryl mentioned, Joel, do your thing. It is predetermined. They already know what they're doing. So this logo came out last year. The crazy thing is, no, not last year. Yeah, no, it did. It came out last year. right after the Super Bowl was over.
So a combination of San Francisco's team colors with Baltimore team colors. I took a closer look.
It's controversy.
I mean, and if I was a betting man, I would put money against Detroit and against Kansas City this week because it looks like they already have this thing is predetermined.
Yep. So that's what it is. The Mavs are in a bad way right now. They seem to can't find their way, can't get out of their own way, but that's just what it is.
Thank God for the Rangers because if it wasn't for them, Dallas. The city of Dallas would not have a winning franchise.
Could you imagine that right now? Yeah. Shout out to
how the Stars doing?
Sure. Actually, I think the Stars are doing well. I think they won last night. Close game.
Hockey and baseball.
Yeah, they're up there. The Stars are up there in the standings. They're doing well. Spring training is right around the corner.
Okay.
And that's, once football season's over with, that's right. And then, we got a lot to look forward to for this year's Texas Rangers.
Absolutely.
They have to defend the crown this year.
Okay.
So it's easier when you're the hunter. It's a lot difficult when you're the hunted. Right? So, shout out to my boy Hunter out there. Special guest. Guys, what we got coming up is something very, very, very special.
Close friend of ours. Yeah. Close friend of the podcast.
We do want to touch on with the giveaway. Again, you guys, we have come up with the giveaway winner. We're going to share that information maybe on this episode or in the comments of this episode and let you guys know.
A common theme is we noticed that a lot of you guys are very fond of Raising Cane's.
Yeah, a lot of people.
If I didn't know better, I think you only tuned in for the Raising Cane's.
Maybe.
We'll take it however we can get it.
For sure. We'll see. We'll see where that goes. We'll make that announcement.
Yes.
And reach out to the winners. And congratulations to you guys for getting some Raising Cane's.
Thanks for the support.
And that handsome koozie. And the trucker
Absolutely.
hat.
And the trucker hat. Yeah.
Hey, if you're not a trucker, you can still wear that hat.
Absolutely.
So don't want you to think you got to be a trucker to wear that hat.
Yeah.
It's a very nice hat. Very nice. So.
And made here in Dallas.
Yeah, made here in Dallas with American-made material.
All American-made material.
That's what we do, baby. That's how we are. So, if you guys will give us a quick, brief second, we're going to introduce our next guest, and we're going to leave you with a commercial break. Again, I think we finally may have had a sponsor last week that came through with a commercial.
A couple of offers and a couple of sponsors.
Yeah, so maybe we might have another sponsor today, a different one. But either way, stay tuned for this commercial break, and then we'll be right back with you guys. Kiss My Grass podcast with Guest of the Week. There we go.
Sure is hot out here. Wonder what it's like in here. Yo, man, where are we supposed to be putting this dirt at? My bad, bro. Put it over there. All right.
It's a beautiful morning.
And we're back, guys. Hope you enjoyed that commercial break. We are here coming to you again, the Kiss My Grass podcast.
Special guest segment coming
up. Special guest segment here from our Mesquite Studios in lovely, beautiful Mesquite, Texas. We'd like to welcome our special guest today, Jim Jones, better known as Mr. Jaime Sandoval.
Hey, round of
applause. Yes, sir. Round of applause. Come on in. Come on in.
Yeah, you very
much. Mr. Jim Jones, what's up, baby? How we doing?
Been a while.
Hey, how's it going? Sir, welcome.
Going good.
To the podcast.
Going good.
Do I fit?
Yeah, you fit. Looking like a champ.
Thank you.
Been working out?
No.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome, Mr. Jim.
Thank you.
Here today. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. We've had a lot of interest. I'm having to beat people with a stick, keeping them away from the podcast. They're just like, when can I come on? When can I come on? Just hold up.
Yeah.
You know, things it's blowing up. We get popular. Can't get everybody at the same time. One at a time, baby. Yeah. Just wait your turn. It's coming. I promise.
Right.
We're bringing a special guest every week. So this week, our special guest, Mr. Jaime, he plays a very pivotal role with our company, Sandoval Landscaping, and his role is about to expand. At some point later on down the road, we may or may not touch on that, but we'll see. But either way, just want you guys to know where he is and what he's doing here and how he's helping the company. And, we're doing great things moving forward. So, Jim.
Yes, sir.
Give me some of your fondest memories going back to our childhoods. So some of you guys may or may not know, Jaime's my brother. We basically grew up together.
In the barrio.
In the hood. Somewhat, I guess.
The barrio.
Great
story.
Yeah.
Makes for great
absolutely. Yeah, man. Just coming out of the hood, you know.
Is barrio spelled with a B or V?
Whichever one.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the V is worse. So which one do you prefer?
One or the other. Yeah, man. Let's talk about some of your fond childhood memories when I used to beat that ass in just all kinds of sports. You remember that?
Not really. That's a selective memory.
Prison rules basketball.
Well, I do remember prison rules basketball.
We used to play basketball.
For sure.
Probably baseball all the time.
So how far back are we going? Oak Cliff?
Ooh.
Or are we going back Pleasant Grove? Or high school kind of?
Pleasant Grove?
You got to touch on a little bit of everything, I think.
Yeah, so...
I would say growing up, probably one of my fiercest competitors was my brother. You know,
Nice.
I had to put him in check, show him, and then at some point he just started getting better and better, thanks to me.
Oh, wow.
You know, I was the one
That's
that was
true.
pushing him, just getting him.
That's true.
He would get angry. He would get like, just getting all into it. And, you know, the next day he would just come back harder, trying to, like, I got to beat him. And at some point, it still didn't happen. Did it happen?
I mean, it did. At
Maybe.
some point, it did happen.
Every now and then, you know, what they say, a blind nut finds a squirrel everywhere. Once in a while.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Very true.
Yeah, so, he did. Growing up, we were, always at like, just brothers, man, brother thing. You know, the brothers are always at it and just trying to, get at it and make each other better and just the stiff competition.
Definitely some fierce moments growing
up.
up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, I can see a lot of that translating to your character as it is today.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Fierce competitor.
Oh, yeah.
Never take no for an answer.
They
just
carried on.
very determined.
I would say probably the worst, some of the worst memories that I have growing up when we would let our competitiveness take over the best of us. When Javi would beat me or whatever we were playing, whether it be basketball, football. Yeah, we were pretty competitive. And I would get upset, no doubt. That's a true story. But we would start throwing hands, right? And so he would beat me in the game. He would beat me at throwing hands. And then Mom would come and beat us both. So it was a triple. It was not good. Yeah, so those days never went well. So I had to up my ante and just make it. If I was going to lose, it was just going to be twice. It was going to be to Mom's and then to the sport. But
okay.
Yeah.
That was called the triple Lunding. For some of you guys out there, hey, if you know what we're going to try to do every now and then, guys, we're going to throw an Easter egg. Y'all know what Easter eggs are? That's one. If you know, give us a comment down below. What is a triple Lunding?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
great reference.
Yeah, great reference. And that's another thing I like to touch on. I think that's one of the things that we share. Me and my brother are very good. We're very... active moviegoers, if you will. We love seeing movies. We love going through all that stuff. And
this guy can quote movies.
That's it, man. It's the references of movies.
My God,
you know what I'm saying? Like, just, I can just throw a line out there and boom, he knows what it is.
It's through the roof.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah, for
We're
sure.
on Jeopardy and the category of movie.
Yes. I have told my wife that, if I was able to retain valuable information in life, for the things that really matter, as the way I retain movie information, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Elon Musk.
Elon
those
Musk.
things.
I like that. Elon Musk.
The movies are
quotes.
those things
for sure. That's one of the things we do like. We do enjoy, just watching the movies and retaining that. And it's crazy because I think there's always a couple of signature lines in a lot of these movies that you can just kind of reference and and then we'll just be in a certain position or a certain scenario or whatnot, what have you, and then we'll throw that line out there and we just get it. We're like, oh yeah, man, I mean,
right.
Just boom, it just kind of
One of my favorites was, did God paint you?
That's great.
Another
Easter egg. I mean, that's Easter egg.
Did God paint you?
Yes.
Find out what movie that was from.
Yes.
Free giveaway for it.
That's a good one.
And you let me know who's telling you that stuff, and we'll address it accordingly.
That may be an HR issue we need to look into.
You let me know, we'll address it accordingly. Yes. The 80s, to me, by far, were the best.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
The 80s movies were amazing.
Greatest
80s and
decade.
90s. 80s and 90s.
Greatest decade.
Real good movies.
For the millennials on our staff, I always share stories with them about the 80s and how great of a decade it was.
You know what?
It's unfortunate that they missed out on
yeah,
it.
It is. I think
Great
for us,
decade.
our generation, the era that we came in through, you know, it's magical, man.
It is.
You know, we didn't have iPads and cell phones and internet and all that stuff growing up, so we had to find ways to entertain ourselves.
Absolutely.
And we would be out there. I remember, you know, you hear those stories all the time. Moms coming out calling you to get in. The street lights are on. You know, you're out there till 9, 10 o'clock, and we did growing up.
That was like a punishment going in the house.
Yeah, it was, because you're out there having the time of your life with your buddies, lifelong friends, and it's just amazing.
Now it's a punishment going out of the house.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're punished. They feel like they're being punished.
Yeah, and kind of touching on that, you know, we grew up poor. We couldn't afford the R at the end.
Yeah,
so we didn't have, you know, we were finally able to get an Atari.
I think
after so many years of wanting one and asking my pops for one, and we finally got it. About 2 weeks later, they broke into the house and stole it. Oh. So pops was like, "Y'all ain't getting nothing ever again." And that was it. That was the end of.
Ran 50, $100 back then.
No, more than that. It was like a couple $100 probably. It was a hot thing.
Yeah,
it was a hot thing in the 80s.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that may or may not have been an inside job. But, again, that's the controversy, baby. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna let it go.
Still living
we'll
leave
You know, I think a lot of times when things get broken into, I'm not a cat burglar or a burglar at all. But it just takes a lot, man, to go into somebody's house and just go through that stuff and do that. So I feel like probably 90% of the time it's an inside job, right?
Yeah,
a lot of times. The things that I've seen, people that I've talked to, when there's been robberies and whatnot, they tell me, you know what, it was an inside job.
Well, I know crack was introduced in the 80s, so people would do some strange things for crack.
That's true. That's true.
Ask Dave Chappelle.
He's got some great skits.
A lot of crack-based skits in Dave Chappelle's show.
So, for me, man, the 80s were probably the best time of my life. Man. Growing up, and I think it was a different
simpler
time. We had
friendlier times.
We couldn't afford the gloves and the bats. We had wooden sticks to play baseball, tennis balls.
Yeah.
We made our own bases, man. The trees were first base. You know, the fence pole was second base.
Where'd you guys grow up?
Oak Cliff, man.
Okay.
I mean, this is our early
years.
Childhood years.
One of the
before we became teenagers.
One of my fondest memories that I was actually sharing with my kids not too long ago is I would tell them, and we had a little shed out in the backyard, and we had a little basketball rim. We had a basketball goal in the back. I don't know if you remember, but it was a bicycle rim. And we just nailed it up, and that's how we play basketball.
Oh yeah, that's some of the best.
But that's not even the best part to that story. The best part to the story is that, unfortunately, there was a mishap where our basketball court was destroyed due to a fire.
See, that's the thing about Oak Cliff, man. You had robberies, you had arson going on, just all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff, man.
The whole assortment.
Our basketball court was destroyed, I don't know if we remember the same. Maybe I may be wrong. You maybe help me refresh my memory, but it was all spanning on a beehive nest that was inside the shed.
Oh, okay.
And for y'all, just so you guys know, it was a wooden shed.
Yeah.
So
take them out to the shed.
I don't remember if he got stung. I got stung. Something happened.
I got stung. I hate bees. That's my mortal enemy. Right?
We were pretty upset about it, right? So we were, growing up in the hood, you gotta be tough at all times. Yeah. And so we weren't going to let the bees overcome us, right?
Yeah.
So we were going to show them, and we did. We went inside. We grabbed some Raid. We grabbed a matchstick and set it on fire.
Yeah, baby.
And we showed them. We showed those bees who was boss.
Yeah.
15 minutes later, the fire department showed up.
Bees were out there laughing.
Maybe. Well, just keep in mind it was a woodshed, right? So,
the ones that were alive, half of them died.
The bees got the last laugh in this scenario.
Unfortunately, we got a pretty good beatdown from what I remember, and we lost our basketball court, so we had to find other means. And we were just playing baseball.
Tragic story.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
So that's one that reminds me of growing up in Oak Cliff. Man.
Great times.
Pleasant Grove, man. Pleasant Grove. 10 years later, or I was there from from childhood to 10 years old. Then we moved to Pleasant Grove. I was about 10 years old at that time. And man,
more like unpleasant Grove.
So let me tell you, man, living in Oak Cliff, and everything was scarce for us. And we loved playing ball so much, man, that the tennis balls that we had, dude, if we lost one or two, we were done.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't get a hold of them.
No, I actually remember we were playing a game, and we lost the tennis ball, and guess what we did, bro? There was this big old tree right where we played at. It was we played in this parking lot.
Yeah.
And there was a tree right behind the parking lot, and they had horse apples. So we lost the baseball. So the next best, our baseball was a tennis ball.
Another Easter egg.
Yeah, another Easter egg.
For those who don't know what a horse apple is.
Do your thing down there. So we had to get a horse apples from the tree and then play with those two.
I mean, I do times for rough, but I didn't know they were this rough for you guys.
That's the memories.
I almost feel like I want to donate something. But we're a long way removed from that.
We're talking about
I think it shapes you.
It does shape you,
right?
It does shape you.
And so but I think going back to that, right? You kind of learn how to build, some stamina behind those kind of things and strength, right? And hey, man, these things this is going to make us tough. We're going to endure some things in life, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we go from that to moving to Pleasant Grove, man. And it was night and day back in those days. I mean, it was definitely a safer place to be. And a better place.
It was Pleasant Grove.
It was. It's not Pleasant now. But it was then. No offense to all my Pleasant Grove people. I love y'all. But it's
nothing like the Grove.
The Grove is rough.
That's right.
I mean, we got to be real too.
Shout out to all our people out there, all our viewers.
Our Oak Cliff viewers, Pleasant Grove viewers.
Nothing but fun love.
No doubt.
Dallas, everybody.
But I'm gonna tell you, man, moving to the Grove, we moved close to high school, Spruce High School.
Spruce,
High School. Spruce High School.
H. Grady Spruce.
H. Grady Spruce.
Right.
Little shout out to all my H. Grady Spruce peeps that graduated from there. At some point,
what's the mascot?
The Apaches.
It used to be the Apaches.
But they closed it down.
They did close it down for a year or two.
Right.
Yeah. I would like to know the truth behind why they closed down on Spruce. For all my Spruce people, let me know.
And let us know the new mascot too.
Yeah, we know the new mascot.
I think it's the werewolf or coyote now.
Timberwolf.
Oh, okay.
They came back as they left as the Apaches. They left as the Apaches and came back as the T-Wolves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, again, we try to stay away from controversy. I'm sure the DISD school board, whatever, but it is what it is. We don't touch
controversy.
I mean, how does the school get shut down? How do you go from operating school to just shut it down from one day to the next?
Could be budget issues and things of that nature.
Interesting. Or
who took the money?
We'll find out.
Who took the money from the budget?
John Wiley Price around at that
time. Whoa, Mr. Price.
Dwayne Caraway.
That was not me. Had nothing to do with this. We're staying away from those controversial topics, guys. Yeah. So, I mean, moving on.
That's my boy. Love JWP.
My kids tell me this all the time. My youngest in particular, because we talk about this stuff all the time. The nostalgia, the stories. They're like, man, Dad, how was it? Living those times. Like, bro, it was amazing.
I just told Joe Pye from Joe Pye Media about how with $1 you could come back, go to the candy store in the hood and come back with 25, 30 pieces of candy and some change in your pocket.
Do you remember the candy store? Do you remember the candy house?
Yes.
Could you imagine that today?
Daryl's older though, so his candy house might have been different. He might have had a different candy house.
I think Daryl, somebody might have told me you used to run a candy house. Is that true? Back in the day?
Well, it was a different type of candy. We'll visit that.
I mean, just think about it. Think about it in today's era. Let your kid, giving them $2 or whatever, go to a random stranger's ass house. And then knock on the window, and then the lady that been there all day doing Lord knows what opens the window, and she's got
like
this
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, just the array of candies behind her, and like, hey, what do you want?
Alexander the Grapes.
Yeah, Alexander the Grapes, cherry cleanse,
lemon
heads,
watermelon heads,
atomic the fireball.
Yes, everything, all that Dude, just think
Sweet
about
tarts,
it.
now
Jungle
later.
juice.
Yeah, jungle juice.
We were just talking about
Jungle Juice.
Jungle
Jungle
Juice
Juice was amazing.
man.
Yeah.
Great days.
Oh yeah, so they missed it. They missed out on the great era. My kids are like, dang it, I wish I could. And I do too. I wish they could have lived that era just to kind of get a feel for, how things were for us growing up, and just things change, times change, they evolve. Well, technology brings things to the forefront, and now they got a lot. I think, me personally, now they have a lot more opportunity to do things than we did for sure.
Oh, yeah. The opportunities are there, but the experience and the times, that they've changed. How close we grew up. If you grew up around a lot of your cousins,
Yeah, we did. We did.
And your siblings. And
shout out to all my cousins.
Yes, love you guys.
Primos.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, we did. We were very close with our cousins. We did. Growing up, like you said, I just ran into a cousin a couple years ago that I didn't know he was my cousin. You know what I'm saying? And then now he's my cousin.
Well, he wouldn't qualify as one you grew up with.
No, he did. We didn't per se,
Yeah.
but I think now that I talk to him more frequently, now we're real close.
Yeah,
we became
awesome.
close.
Yeah.
He didn't invite me to his tent. You didn't invite me, bro.
Damn.
He's got a picture too, Daddy.
Yeah,
he's got a picture.
Well, he photoshopped this picture because in the original picture, it was Jaime and our siblings and cousins, and he's in the front, looking back with his little mullet in his birthday. I think it was his 10-year birthday, and I was the only one missing.
Oh,
so I have to bring it up, and when I did, AI. I don't know, Photoshop something. He figured out a way. We plug him in there, and then he sent it to me. But but either way, we didn't grow. We did, but we didn't. We didn't hang out as much back then, but we do now. And it's all about that family, cousin love. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think you bring up a great point, man. A lot of it was good. Being in that environment, and families were real close back then. It's something that unfortunately our kids didn't get to experience.
Right. Not to the extent that we did.
No, absolutely not. But I think maybe it's different, Well, obviously it is different, and maybe we could have experienced what they did and things, seen them in a different light as well. So who knows? But that's nostalgia for you.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of experiences with family and the tenacity growing up, how do you relate that to your career path now, your career here at Sandoval Landscape?
Well, that's a great question, man. I would say the experiences of the closeness that we had as a family is something that I take here to this day, man. I think it's important to have.
To this day?
Yeah. To this day.
Shout out to Deontay Wilder. Is that Deontay Wilder? I love that. I love that, man.
To this day.
I think it's, just the importance of taking things serious, that it's not only you on the line, but the people that you love, right? And so you care for those things.
Absolutely.
And those things it's like a seed, man, right? You plant that seed and it grows to be something beautiful, man. If you water it right and you take care of it, and it turns to be something nice. Mm-hmm. So those things, man, they shape and mold us. We don't know it at the time, right? But they do, man. I think just the competitiveness, not wanting to lose, just definitely. Those things are lifelong experiences or lessons, man. Just things that you take with you, man. Those things are hard to come by. Yeah. If you don't have those things in life, then you're presented with those later on in your life. Don't know how to react. Yeah. The world is tough, man.
Yeah,
the world is tough. It'll throw a curveball at you.
It'll suck you up and spit you
Absolutely.
out.
Absolutely.
But that tough upbringing and that competitive upbringing. Yeah. Kind of prepared you for it.
Yeah, that was, man. To this day, I hate losing. I hate losing, man. Yeah. I hate losing. It's just I love eating, and I won't lose at eating.
I've known him to be a sore loser, and even more sore winner. If there's such a thing. Oh my God, man! Don't let him beat you in anything. You'll never hear the end of it. But I love that about it. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I wish we had more time. I think we, as we revisit this thing and where we're going with these podcasts, I think we'll try to extend the time a little bit. Yeah. But today we're pretty much short on time, and we got to wrap it up. Right. So what we're gonna do today is end it with our joke of the day. Shout out to Jaime Suarez. He's my joke guru.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. I've been all these jokes.
Hilarious guy.
Oh, yeah. I've been getting the jokes from him.
Shout out to Tocayo.
Yeah, he's been sending me the jokes. He said, hey, man, I'm going to send you the jokes. Use them in the podcast. But he told me something about...
It's got to be a doozy here.
Work on your punchline. My execution is flawless, baby. I'm like Muhammad Ali with it, I think.
Yeah,
float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Man, so you got to be careful with the advice that you get.
Okay.
Just make it fit your thing.
Right.
If you're doing it right, okay. I appreciate your advice, but you're wrong. Right? So, either way, here we go. Joke of the day, guys.
Haters will hate.
Haters gonna hate. That's right, baby. I know a lot of jokes about retired people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but none of them work.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it is.
See?
That's my boy Jaime Sandoval with the joke of the day.
It's so corny that it's good.
You know what I'm saying? It is. It's just that's how it is.
Gotta love it.
Yes, sir. So again, we didn't do a giveaway this week, but we have something very, very big and special coming for you guys next week. It's all about the viewers and our subscribers. Everybody tune in, subscribe. Something big, big, big is coming next week, and we'll share that with you guys. And I'm very, very excited. And make sure you log on to sandovallandscaping.com. Hit the share, like, and subscribe button. Help us out. We're trying to get to
I would say triple digits.
Quadruple digits?
Let's get the triple first. Solid triple digits.
I'm pretty sure we're close to that now. So
okay.
let's just shoot for the stars here.
Quadruple digits.
It says somebody said if you shoot for the stars, you'll land on the moon. Something like that. So, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
quadruple digits,
moon,
baby. Let's get up there.
Digits.
Let's get up there. Or no, maybe it's vice versa. If you shoot for the moon, you're down on the stars. I don't know, something like that. But either way, thank you guys. We appreciate y'all's love and support. We're here doing this for you guys.
Thanks to our special guest.
Yes, sir. Jim Jones. Mr. James. Love you, man. Love you, man. We're here. We're doing it. It's going to be good. Tune in next week, episode 4. We got another special guest coming. It's going to be great. And then let's see where we take it. Kiss my grass, baby.
Kiss my grass, baby.
2024. Let's go. We outie.
Number 3.
No, I've been thugging for a long time. I don't know what to say. No, I've been bugging all along. No, I'm trying to get the flame. No, I've been feeling all along. Now you see it in my face. I pray they never kiss my thumb. I cause my criminal got a thing.